So this is your Signal Lab manual, and next week from where you will start, the first problem you will face, that our multimeter. And this if we'll get multimeter, at least 2 multimeter, actually we'll try to give 4 multimeter minimum, but if it is not available, at least 2 multimeter we can provide, because we don't know after 2 years what happens of the devices. That's why even the last time, that means 2019 measurement lab, I think 3 multimeters were properly working, and 4 sources, DC sources, were also properly working. So I hope that if this will get, so you have to manage, that means you have to share. And how you can share? When the students, if you complete your part, you will give it to other, one part by one part you have to complete. Okay, so that's why today I am telling you how to solve it. So this is your 2-port network. In the classroom I will discuss about 2-port network. So this is our Z-port network, and you have to find out these 4 parameters: Z11, Z12, Z21, Z22. So Z11, to find out, so here it is theory is written and procedure is also written. So what you have to do, make the circuit as shown in figure ABC. So what we'll do, we'll first make this circuit, and you can see this is 100, 100, 100. We'll provide 100 ohm, and you know how to connect it. Already I mentioned in the breadboard the superposition theorem. I have shown you how to connect. That means horizontal, vertical. Today I will again show you how to connect in a breadboard. First you will take 100 ohm, 100 ohm, 100 ohm steps. First listen properly that what steps you have to follow. First of all, try to come to this lab with shoe, because when you are handling current, voltage, supply voltage, and also the equipments, so your safety is first, right? So try to come with shoe. And the second thing is that whatever the devices, components you will take, first one member will register what components, what are the, that means number of resistor, number of multimeters, resistors, breadboard, what components they are taking, that means your group are taking, you have to first register it. Okay. The second thing is that whatever the resistance you will take, first you will measure. Okay, so you will measure the practical value, and you will write in your copy, and you will carry A4 sheet, because you have to draw this circuit diagram, you have to write this apparatus table, and this theoretical calculation is not required, but data table is required. Okay, so it is your task, but as I am not mentioning, if you can in your group, you can solve it first, this problem theoretically. You can write it here, theoretical data, right? And you can, after that, when you will do the practical, if there is any wrong, because you know theoretical data, if your theoretical data is right, your practical data should be almost equal to this. So if you know the theoretical data and it is right, then your practical data, if you will get this data, then you can easily say yes, your experiment is fully successful. So the first thing is that you will try to solve this problem because you know nodal method, mesh method. So the steps today I'll tell you. And the second thing is that you will carry A4 sheet, and first, so you will measure all the resistance value, and second is you will take the multimeter, and when you will give supply 10 volt supply, suppose you are giving 10 volt supply, so you can see that 10 volt is written on the DC source. Whatever the source will provide, there you can see that 10 volt is written, but that doesn't mean 10 volt. You have to check using multimeter that if your multimeter will show that it is 10 volt, then this voltage you can take. Otherwise you have to tune the voltage properly so that you can get 10 volt in your multimeter. So you have to check whatever the voltage you will provide through DC source, you have to check through a multimeter. That I will not again tell you. So if you will not get proper output, so your theoretical data and practical data will not be almost equal. That means if will get error, then this error should be on a particular percentage. Okay, if this percentage of error is very high, then your data will be wrong. Okay, so as I am telling you that we have a problem of multimeter, so you can understand that if you will give your multimeter to your friend, then to get back from them it is difficult. So try to do it step by step. Whenever you will get multimeter, first what you will do before connecting the component in a breadboard, you will measure everything. That means if you will give supply 10 volt, first set the 10 volt supply properly and check the multimeter. And one thing also you remember, whenever you switch on the device, before that means first switch on from the board, then switch on the device. Whenever you will switch off, first switch off the device, then switch off the board plug. Okay, the board you will switch off. Okay, so these things you have to remember. Do not directly switch off from the board. Okay, what are the steps I tell? First, you have to take the components, you have to register these components. Second, you have to measure all the components and supply as well as your resistances. So what number of resistances is required? You can see that 100 ohm will provide. So you need 1, 2, 3 for this circuit. For this circuit you need 1, 2, 3, 300, 300 and 300. That means 6, 9 and total 3. 9 plus 3, that means 12. 12 you need resistances. So 12 resistances you have to measure and to make this circuit. Okay, to make this circuit also. So whenever you will design this circuit, do not remove this circuit, because on this circuit if we change just and if we will connect in such a way that this connection should be like this. So if we will connect, suppose you have connected this 100, so third you can take this one. And next, whenever you will solve this problem, just reverse the parameters, and or you can see that here we can give the supply plus minus, because you have to remember we will give DC plus minus, here will be plus, here will be minus. আচ্ছা, এই হলো কম জিনিস, তাহলে এগুলো কমপ্লিট হলো। নেক্সট, ফার্স্ট you will supply the 10 volt 8 volt whatever the voltage. If the multimeter will not be present, then you will give both sides 10 volt for this operation. That means Z network. Okay, both sides you will give 10 volt. Now what you will do? Whenever you will do this problem, first take this circuit, okay, figure it, and do the take 3 A4 sheet. Okay, take 3 A4 sheet. First make this circuit. First table is this table. A table ta, if you want, you can draw this table before coming to this lab. This table, this data table, that means Z, Y. These two will do it. Okay, one day. So Z and Y, what you have to do? First you will give supply here 10 volt plus minus. Then what you will do? What is the procedure? So apply 10 volt from input side and output open circuited. Hence record I1 and V2 by multimeter. Now what you have to do? Here you will measure you will put here multimeter. So you will give supply here. You will keep your multimeter here. So what will get? V2. V1 is supply. V2 you will obtain. And another I1 is this. So this one is I1. So we cannot measure current using our multimeter because fuse resistance is very low. So we cannot measure using, and also you have to change the port. So we will keep the port on one is common, another is in the volt ohm. I will show you the multimeter as well as I will show you the port. Okay, so another thing is that, so you have to, what you have to do, you have to keep your multimeter red portion. That means you will get two port, one is red, one is black. So this red and keep it here, and black wire keep it here. These two probe you will connect here and measure the voltage across this. So voltage by the resistance, you have to remember which resistance value you have put it here. So because you will first measure the resistance and you will know that which resistance you are connecting. Accuracy, to maintain the accuracy. Okay, so you have to keep it, and this is the practical. You have to maintain this accuracy and you have to remember what amount of resistance you are using here. So this voltage across this resistance, by this resistance you will get the current I1. So first V2 and I1 you will measure, and before giving your multimeter to your friend, what you will do, just change the supply from here to here. That means here you will connect supply plus, here you will connect minus. So we can go here. Apply 8 volt from output side with input open circuited. So as if we'll see that multimeter is not available or multimeter is not properly working, 5-6 multimeters are there. If I don't know that now battery will this will work or not, if it will be working, then you will change 8 volt. Otherwise it is not required, because to find it out impedance, there is no function of voltage. So whatever the voltage you will get, the impedance will be same. So because we are working in resistive circuit, so better we cannot say impedance. Actually RL circuit if we use, then it we can set impedance, but okay, no problem. Now you can take as a as we are finding out Z network, or Z is known as impedance, so we can give it here also 10 volt, and we can record I2 and V1. Now what is I2? I2 is now this one. You will see in the two-port network that the I2 is going to, because supply is here, so current is flowing from this side to this side, so I2 is this one, and we'll measure here V2 when supply is this side. So I2 and V2, sorry, V2 na, V1, this is V1 because now supply is V2. So V2 is 10 volt, and we'll measure what is V1. So same way we'll put it here, our red jack is here, black jack is here, red port is here, black port is here, and we'll measure this V1. So how to measure the current? Do not measure this current, because the current, due to the supply voltage, what amount of current is flowing through this path, we have to check it out. We have to measure the I2. So if we want to measure I2, we have to find it out what is the voltage across this resistance and what is the practical resistance value. So voltage, suppose V double prime by this resistance is equal to I2. Suppose this is R2. So I2 is equal to V double prime by R2. So the first circuit already we have got. When we have given supply here, that means V1 is, we know 10 volt. We have to measure V2 and I1. When V2 is supplied here 10 volt, you have to find out what is the V1 and what is the I2. So if we'll get V1, I1, V2, I2, then we have to calculate this one, Z11, Z12, Z21, Z22. It is over. So you will read this one, V1 by I1, V1 by I1, because first circuit you have got V1, I1 and V2. So V1 by I1, Z1, V1 by I2, V1 by I2 na, V1 by, you have measured V2. So V2 by I1, Z21 you can measure it here. Okay, the first, when you have supplied here, you can find it out V1 by I1 and V2 by I1, Z11 and Z21. Similarly, when you have supplied here, you can find it out what is V2. You know V2, you have to measure V1 and you have to measure I2. So V2 by I2, Z22, and V2 by V1 by I2, that means Z12. So Z12 and Z22 you will measure when you give supplied here, and Z11 and Z21 you can measure when you have when you will supply here. So do not open this circuit. The same thing you will do it here. So, this table you will fill up. Okay, V1, V2, I1, I2, Z11, Z21, Z12, Z22 for figure A. It is completed theoretical as well as practical. Okay, if practically you will take 10 volt, then you will take here 10 volt. Otherwise you cannot compare that your Z parameter theoretical and practical value are almost equal. Okay. Similarly, you have to do figure B and figure C. But before going to figure B or figure C, in the same circuit, do not open this. Just what you have to do here, you have to do the short circuit. First, we'll read the procedure. 10 volt supply input side with output side short circuited. Previously, it was open circuited. Now it is short circuited. Hence, record I1 and I2. যখন আমরা short circuit পেয়ে যাব, then we cannot get the V2. Output voltage will not be present because short circuited current will be there. So we have to find it out I2. I am going to this figure. But before going to this figure, the second point is apply 8 volt from output side with input side short circuited. Hence record I1, I2. So what you have to do here, in the same circuit, In the same circuit, you will short circuit it here. And how to short circuit? You can take wire. But what will happen if we'll connect wire here? Then resistance will increase due to this wire. So another thing you can do it, you will take this port and you will connect this port it here. This port is now, if we'll short circuit, then this port and this port will be same. So you can just take this port and connect it here. So it will be shorted. Now what you have to do, you have to supply it here V1, and to find out I1 you have to measure voltage across it here. So what you have to do, you have to just connect it here. That means if we'll connect it on this port, so it will be short circuited. Then voltage across this V prime. So V prime by this resistance you will get I1 now in short circuit. And now when it is short circuited, then you can find it out what is the voltage across it, V double prime. So V double prime by this resistance you will get the current I2. Okay, so V1 by I1, V1 by, now we'll see so from this we can get V1 supply, it is 10 volt, I1 and I2. These three we are getting. Similarly, if we'll supply it here, that means here if we'll supply and short circuit this path, then we can get it here V2. Similarly here we'll reduce this supply, the I2 is here, so we can measure voltage here, V suppose 3, V3 by this one we can get I2, and here we can measure V4, so V4 by this resistance we can get I1. Okay, so what we are getting, V2, I2, I1 again. Now what you have to find it out. Now Y11 I1 by V1. Now it is admittance, opposite of impedance, inverse of impedance, right? So I1 by V1. So I1 V1 is known, first circuit. I1 by V1 you can find it out. Now when V1 is supplied, you can also measure I2. So I2 by V1 is equal to Y21. So Y11 and Y21 you can measure when you can give supply here and short circuit this path. Similarly, when you can give supply here and short circuit this path, you can measure Y12, because I1 by V2 VT is supply and I1 you have measured how V by this resistance, you can measure I1, and Y22 is I2 by V2. When V2 is supplied here, you can measure I2. So I2 means here you will measure voltage by this resistance, so that you will get I2. So this V2 by I2 you will get Y22. Okay, so this is the thing you have to do it for first circuit. So before coming to this lab, you will go through this video, you will note down it properly, because you have to maintain the safety precaution. Now COVID situation is present, so we cannot interact and that means I cannot go to your place every time. We have to maintain the distance, some distance. So if we will practice what you have to do step by step, you will write what steps you have to follow. Just you will check that you have followed these steps or not, and you have to tick on it. If it is followed, then it is okay, then you can tick on it, and the next step you will go. Okay, in this way you will go step by step. So first circuit, whenever you will take 100 ohm, you will first measure this resistance value, make this circuit in a breadboard, connect from the voltage supply. Before giving the supply, before switching on your source, that means whenever you switch on your source, do not connect it here. First check your supply voltage. If it is 10 volt, switch off your device, come to me and show me your connection. If your connection is right, then connect it here, your supply, and then do not measure current, only measure voltage. Okay, so measure voltage across wherever is required. So voltage by resistance, from this you will get current, and in this way you will measure the Z11, Z12, Z21, Z22 for this circuit. For this circuit, same circuit, and in the same circuit you will measure also Y11, Y12, Y21, Y22. Okay, so if it is over, then based on our time we'll go to the next circuit. Otherwise we'll do the same thing in the next week. Okay, so but before removing this resistance from your breadboard, please ask me, because if I'll give you another circuitry, then you have to solve it. Okay, so these things you have to remember, and please maintain some that means do not some distance you should have to maintain. So from your friend you make some distance, and also wear mask, carry your sanitizer, and time to time sanitize your hand. This you have to